Hello there everyone, welcome to yet another quick guide to Wayfinder showing you some of the basics or hidden mechanics you might not know about in the game. And in this specific video, we're going to go through some of the permanent dungeon buffs you can get each time you enter a Gloom dungeon and you might not be utilizing to be stronger, and also to allow you to potentially do high difficulty lost zones for a lot more rewards and experience. Now, if you already managed to play the game a little bit and complete a couple of the main story quests, by now you should have been introduced to Gloom dungeons and Mutators, where you can use your imbuements to mutate your dungeons into a bunch of different forms for bonus challenges and rewards that drastically change how the game plays. But apart from using these imbuements to make your dungeons different, they have another use, and that is to give you massive permanent buffs, such as having plus 20% maximum health or even a plus 15% overall damage buff. So as you enter each of your Gloom dungeons, hopefully you have noticed these special Chalice statues at the beginning of the dungeon that you can interact with, and if not, well, they are always at the start. And by interacting with these statues, you can actually sacrifice your imbuement stones for different buffs, depending on the type you sacrifice. So currently, 5 different imbuements that are available in the game. These buffs last for a whole dungeon, even after potential deaths, and will affect the whole party, so they are a reliable way to make your missions easier, and like I said, will allow you to push higher difficulty missions that help you get more rewards and save you lots of grinding time, which is exactly what Wayfinder type of games are all about. Before we get into the specific buffs then and what they do, for those who are worried about their imbuements, that it's a waste or you will run out of them, well, first, you don't have to use them on every single dungeon. But also, these imbuements can be farmed very easily, considering they only cost 50 gold and 10 cracked spectra, a material you get from breaking crystals in the Highlands open world or doing events there. And with the route I've been doing, I'm pretty reliably able to grind around 50 of them in half an hour, and I haven't even perfected my route, so I wouldn't worry about wasting these imbuements much. You will have a lot of them and they're very easy to grind. So once you're in a dungeon, there are 5 imbuements you can choose from. Shadow for 15% damage increase, as shown in the thumbnail. Flora for 15% overall damage reduction. Greed for 20% movement speed buff, it's quite a huge speed boost. Solar for 20% maximum health buff, also remember this will make your potions heal more since they scale with health. And finally, Chaos Imbuement for a whopping 40% stamina buff, which is insanely useful, let's say if you're playing a dagger and you love to parry as many attacks as possible, but it's also really valuable just in general. So those are the 5 buffs you can choose in each dungeon at the Chalice. Unfortunately, you can only choose one at a time, but they can make a massive difference for farming or if you're stuck on a boss fight, let's say, to give you some advantages, which might not be needed at the start of the game, but I can already see lots of uses at certain later bosses, or if you're farming for gold, which I'm already planning on releasing a guide very soon. Hopefully this video helped you understand that imbuements can also be used really well for buffing yourself and not just to make dungeons harder. So hoard them or grind for them, and if there's interest in the farming route video that I do for cracked spectra in the Highlands, do let me know in the comments and I will release a video for that too. As always, thank you so much for watching everyone, hope the video helped you. Check out the rest of the channel for a lot more Wayfinder guides, but it is a wrap for now then. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all the next time.